The absolute last top ranked card on ESPN this Saturday. Let's get into it with the main event. We have Garcia versus Zayas, or Zayas versus Garcia, however you want to put it. To be completely honest, I'm not that big a fan of Xander Zayas. Garcia is a formidable opponent in front of him, but I do think Zayas has a little bit more skills. I think he has better IQ, but he can lose if he fights Garcia's fight. With that being said, I have Xander Zayas winning, which he would get his first belt, but I think he is one of the worst at 154 when it comes to being elite. I think he's at the bottom of being elite. I think he's a like a B tier fighter. Sometimes he can be B plus, but at most I think he's a B tier fighter. I have to see him go against better competition to really get a gauge on him. His skills are okay. I'm not mad at that, but I want to see him go against better competition. Now, if he goes out and fights Fundora and wins, then I would think very different of him. But if he fights Fundora and he gets put down and Fundora makes it look easy, then I know everything what I was thinking was pretty much true. But he's a good, prospect or whatever you want to call him, contender. I just don't think that high of him. But who am I? I'm a nobody. I'm just up here talking about boxing. But it should be a good fight. Garcia's gonna come out to fight, and Xander, he's gonna be in the pocket, ready to fight. He's not gonna run from him. He's not gonna run from the fight. It should be a good fight. But like I just said, Xander, he's gonna have way better IQ. He has better speed. Punching power might be the same on both ends, but he also has better defense. So that's why I'm picking him. He's gonna win his first title. Hopefully, he can get in them big fights. 154 is hot. And I mean hot. So hopefully he'll get in them big fights sooner or later. With the co-main event, we have Bruce Carrington versus Hieta. He's from Africa. Once again, I'm not that big on Bruce Carrington. He reminds me of Tiger Johnson and Troy Isley. These guys have all the skills in the world. But when I watch them, I just don't see it. I don't see it. Maybe I'll see it when he goes against better competition, but he's been at the lower level in mid-level competition, and I don't see it. I have not seen him improve yet. Since I've been watching him, he's been the same exact fighter. I want to see fighters improve. I want to see them bring a different wrinkle to their game. This is for the interim title, which is probably about to be dropped by whoever the champion is, and he's going to be the champion eventually. He needs to go against the top guys. He's getting old. I think he's 28. 28 is not old, but it's up there when it comes to boxing. That's your prime. So go against the top guys with names. I don't think he can beat any of the top guys with names, to be honest with you. But I do see the skills. I see the power. I see the speed. I see it all. But it just don't move me when he wins. When he wins, it just doesn't move me. We'll see how he does against Herta. He's a power puncher. They're both undefeated. They both have a lot of knockouts. So it might be a barn burner. We'll see. The third fight, Vargas versus Espinoza. I might sound like I'm repeating myself, but when it comes to Emiliano Vargas, I don't see it. I don't see it. He has a lot of hype behind him, but he's doing what he's supposed to do against the competition they're giving him. Once he moves up, maybe I'll change my mind. But at this point, it's the same thing, man. Same skills as Bruce Carrington, same skills as Xander Zayas, but they're going against lower level to mid-level competition. Vargas is going to take him a while to finally, move up in competition because he's so young. So we'll see. They've been pushing for Abdullah versus Vargas fight. Probably won't happen until 3 to 4 years down the line. At this moment, I'm 1000% picking Abdullah if they ever go against each other, simply because his skills pop out more than me. And I've seen him knocked down, and he got up and knocked the person out. I need to see you go against some adversity to really get a gauge on how good you will be, or how good I think you will be. Vargas don't got it to me. But that might change. That might change. Not trying to put any of these boxers down. Not trying to talk junk about any of these boxers. I just don't. I'm just not a fan of these guys that much. Who I am a fan of is this fourth fight that I'm about to talk about. Rohan Polanco versus Quentin Randall. That's what I want to see on this card. Rohan Polanco versus Quentin Randall. It probably won't be the fight of the night, but it'll be the fight that I'm most tuned in on the night. Because Rohan Polanco, he's one of those guys that I can see. He got the skills, he got the power, he got the swagger. He just need a shot. He's from the Dominican Republic, so a lot of people not gonna know him. They don't really back their guys like that. He don't really know English, so it's gonna be kind of hard for him to really push through and break the wall down. But hopefully, this is what I'm hoping, because Rohan Polanco has been chasing Brian Norman Jr. If you don't know, hopefully Norman Jr. beats Devin Haney, keeps that belt, and then they can finally make that fight with Rohan Polanco versus Brian Norman Jr. at welterweight, and that's gonna be one of them ones. Both of them guys got speed. Both of them guys got power. Both of them guys got swag. That's a main event fight that Top Rank should make and be pushing for. But we're going to see a lot. This is going to tell me a lot about Rohan Polanco. When Brian Norman Jr. went against Quentin Randall, yes, he won the fight. Yes, he won almost every round. But he didn't look good against Quentin Randall, because Quentin Randall used his feet a lot. I think Rohan Polanco has better feet than Norman Jr. I think he can cut off the ring. IQ, I think his IQ might even be better. But we don't know. We have to see. This is going to tell me a lot about Rohan Polanco, man. And I cannot wait. Let's talk about Top Rank leaving ESPN. I haven't heard anything about Top Rank for a minute. I don't know where they're going. I don't know what network they're going to. I don't know if they're going to DAZN. What I've also heard that they're eventually just going to make their own app. Bob has said that they're going to be switching networks. They're going to be having events at different networks, different times. So that also is a possibility. Personally, I believe everybody's eventually just going to be under the DAZN app. Mostly everybody is under the DAZN app. You got 3 that I can think of that's not at the moment. PBC's under Amazon. You got Top Rank, which haven't made an announcement. They're still not under the DAZN app. And you have ProBox TV. ProBox is small, but they're not under the DAZN app. But eventually, I think everybody's just going to be under the DAZN app. I'm hearing PBC's going bankrupt. Don't know what's going on with that. Once again, Top Rank, they're leaving ESPN. And ProBox at the moment is on YouTube, but they put on great fights. I don't know what they're going to do, but eventually I think they're going to go to the DAZN app. I don't see why not, but especially if Turkey buying out people, they're going to be under the DAZN app. I would rather it not be under the DAZN app, but it sort of is what it is. Also, I forgot to mention, Steven Navarro is on this card. One of my favorite prospects out there. It looks like they fast tracking him because he's only been pro for a year and he's already on his second 8-round fight. But once again, I like him, but I can't be too high on him because I just don't know. He's beating guys that, he's supposed to beat. But he has the speed, he has the power, he's a switch hitter. I like his feints. It reminds you of guys like Usyk and Bam. It's beautiful in the ring. One of his fights, he got hit a little bit too much,
but it's okay. It's all good. I'm never gonna like one of my favorite fighters getting hit, but it happens. It's boxing, but he's one to watch out for.
Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.